Sao Bento railway station is one of the most Portugal's striking railway station. The building was built in 1904 by the plans of José Marques da Silva. Sao Bento was opened in the public in 1916 on the site of former monastery. The main hall is brightly over 20,000 tiles that reflect the history of Porto. The Clerigo's Tower is a 75-meter bell tower which watches lovingly over the city of Porto. It's arguably the city's most iconic silhouette. It was opened in 1763 and it's blessed with a beautiful barrage of Baroque motifs. Thanks to its interior designer Nicola Nasoni, you can see the whole city of Porto from the top, but there are 225 steps to get in there. If you come to Porto, you need to experience the Douro in some way. At the very least, you need to sit at Ribeira zone and just gaze out. Dom Luís First Bridge is a double-deck metal iron arch bridge. It spans the River Douro between the cities of Porto and Vila Nova da Gaia in Portugal. The iron bridge has two decks of different heights and widths. It's 172 meters, span was the longest its type in the world, 8 meters wide between the walkways.
This is Dom Luís First Bridge. It is the heritage of the property of public interest and one of the historic zones in the Porto city. They started its construction it is designed by Teofilo Serik and constructed by Societe Willeberg. They started its construction in 1881 and it ended in 1886. There is a bridge nearby, Maria Pio Bridge. It's a railway bridge that was built 9 years earlier and located 1 kilometer to the east. They are similar in aspect, so do not confuse them. This is Dom Luís First Bridge.
The river is the third biggest one of the Iberic Peninsula, and it is having the highest flow in the Iberic Peninsula. Its total length is of 897 kilometers, and it marks the border between Portugal and Spain on a length of 112 kilometers.
But there are lots of simple hour cruises that you can enjoy here on the river. And if you are feeling a little bit more adventurous, you can make a day out of it.
Archaeological evidence show that the river has been used since the 8th century BC. Later it was developed into a Roman trading center. It has been used since the 13th century to transport the famous Porto line. Now it's an important piece of history and a famous tourist spot.
What is the Rebella boat, you ask? It's a wooden cargo boat that is used to carry port wine from the Douro Valley to the cellars near the city of Porto. Although not in commercial use anymore, these vessels may still be seen belonging to port wine companies along the river in Porto.
Iberian Peninsula. The Rebella boat's characteristics enable it to navigate both more easily and at less risk in those fast-flowing, turbulent river waters of the Douro River.
The name Rebello means little tail because of the long timber projection on the rear end of the boat, which is used to steer the vessel. Every year on June 24th, St. John's Day, there is a Rebello boat race held in an important Portuguese festival, the Festa de São João do Porto.
Port wine is processed from grapes that are
Port wine. What's so special about port wine? Port wine is Portugal fortified wine. The particularity of making port wine is that spirit is added to it during the fermentation of the juice.
A wine cellar is a storage room providing bottles, barrels, rarely carboys, amphors, or plastic containers. The oldest port wine cellars are about 300 years old. A port wine cellar is where wine is aged after being carefully harvested and prepared on the slope of the Jogo region. Each of the port wine cellars has its own story to tell. There are two main categories of port wine. Tawny port wine is aged for 8 to 10 years in wooden barrels, has a golden brown color. And ruby port wine is aged for 5 years, has a ruby red color.
Casa do Infante was built in the 14th century, although its current condition carries a remodel from the 17th century. It is said that this is the place where Prince Henry the Navigator was born.
It was the only royal building in Porto, and it houses right now an interesting museum.